Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. I'm standing outside a commercial property we just finished and it's now rented. I'll show you a quick peek of the outside here. It's kind of cold and windy and I'm still a little sick, so I don't want to stay out here too long. But did a lot of work on the outside of this property. Took down a fence, did some other stuff on the side, restained the outside, trimmed some trees to make it look a lot nicer. And back here, put up a new fence, new air conditioning units, spruced up that part as well. So we'll head inside here. Of course, check out investformore.com for more information on all my rentals. I've got a page under my resources tab that shows all the rentals I own now, with videos, cash flow, all of that good stuff. I've also got a page for my fix and flips. I flipped, 26 houses last year. So this property, you can see the before video on that page too, or just look in the description of this video and I'll post a link to the before, and we had some in progress videos too. I bought this for $292,000. I think it was in September. Needed some work. It was kind of a dentist's office and doctor's office, 2 units. We got to work kind of renovating this front space, which was its own unit. And the idea was to get it finished, looking nice, see if we could get a tenant here, and then we work on the back space. And what ended up happening, so I get some more lights on here, was a broker just happened to drive by this property as we were working on it. We didn't have a sign or anything up, asked if it was for lease. We said yes. He had a client, actually an oil company, who was interested in leasing it. So they saw it a few times while we were working on it, ended up coming to an agreement for them to lease the entire space. So we finished up this front space, finished up the back space, and actually today is their move-in day. They're kind of getting some networking stuff together and supposedly might be bringing some furniture later. But the one thing, that glass is not in yet. It's on back order for this office. We put in that wall to make an extra office there, just because there's a lot of open space here. So that's one of the renovations. But we came in, put in new flooring, new paint, new cove base, put in some of those counters on the reception areas, redid the bathrooms a little bit. Show you what else we did here. Didn't really change the layout at all. In here before, this was a dentist's office. That's kind of a lab where they'd make and mold the teeth trays. So we kind of left everything pretty much the same layout, just refurbished it all. Have the ADA bars. And back here is kind of where we did a little more work. We put in this counter, those cabinets for the workspace. Right here, we put in a little kitchen area, break room. So they've got that. And then this back unit, we did a little more work in. You can see our cove base is peeling off already. I already talked to my contractor and said he needs to get over here and fix that right away, because that's not good. And actually, looking in here, there's no end cap on that counter, and the door's off. So he's got some more stuff to do here, and he's supposed to be done already, because as I said, this is supposed to be move-in day. Put tile in there, paint. We ended up spending, I don't have the final bills yet, but right around $50,000 for this rehab, and then we ended up renting it for $4,500 a month on the main floor. And actually, this is the biggest change right here. If you look at the before video, there were walls all over the place in there, kind of some weird offices, spaces. We ended up taking out all those walls per the request from the company renting, and made it one big nice open space. There's also a big counter right here in the middle, kind of a doctor's office, all kinds of weird stuff there. So we took all that out. This is a much better space now. It looks much nicer. Another thing too, just about all of these offices in here and back had sinks in them. So we capped all that plumbing, took out all those sinks, made them just regular offices, as you can see. Oh, I was talking about the lease. Here's another bathroom back here, small. There's a bigger bathroom in front, I'll show you. So we rent it for $4,500 a month. Gross lease. So that means I am actually paying utilities, taxes, insurance. They're responsible for janitorial issues, things like that. So it's only, well, it's not only, it's 3,600, 3,700 square feet. So if it was a net lease where the tenant paid everything, then we would have gotten a much less a month. But the gross lease kind of makes it easy because there's no separate electric meters or gas meters if we ever want to finish the bottom unit. So lots of offices back here. Like I said, almost all those had sinks we took out. Be kind of cool. Look at the before video if you want to see that. And then I'm back to the very beginning here. We have kind of this lobby area. And then here is the bathroom we redid here. This is your ADA bathroom, handicap accessible. That's basically what that means. So there's that. And then I will go downstairs real quick. Show you what's going on down here. So this basement is unfinished. The tenant is only renting the upstairs. So for right now, this is all still mine. We've got some old cubicles and stuff I managed to acquire from another deal, which I can't get rid of. Down here stored. Ooh, a big pile of trash. It looks like the contractors left down here. Holy cow. That's beautiful. But there's this space you could finish, but there's no windows, there's no doors in it. So it'd be tough to finish this. It does have a sprinkler system down here though, which is kind of crazy because none of the rest of the building is sprinklered. So I don't know if they're storing documents in here for the doctor's office or something. There's that. There's this room right here, which is partially finished, but there's that. Oh, we have lots of extra flooring. Holy cow, I think we did not quite calculate that right. So lots of extra flooring. And then in here, we had to redo a lot of the heating system. So if you look at the before video, well, it's a mess in here too. They need to clean this up. There were lots of big furnaces and weird vents back here. We had to replace a couple, replace some ACs, but got rid of most of the big giant vents, and looks much nicer, much better in here too. All right, so the more exciting space down here is this right here, which still dirt, but we could finish this if we want to. We haven't decided exactly what we're gonna do yet, but originally this building was zoned mixed use, so you can use it for residential or commercial, which you still can. A doctor built this building, was planning to live down here, build an apartment for himself, work upstairs. So he did end up building the building, working upstairs, but he never built himself an apartment down here. So this has been unfinished for the last 50, 60 years. So we could finish this either as a residential unit or a commercial unit, rent it as a separate unit down here. As you can see, it has a separate entrance, has a lot of windows right there. It would take quite a bit of money, as you can see. So I haven't decided for sure yet what I'm gonna do here. If we finished it, could probably get, $1,500 a month, maybe a little more, we're figuring. But you know, this is that other small room I showed you right here. We could make that part of it. We could make it a work living space where you've got some bedrooms, a bathroom, and kind of a small kitchen. You could live here, work, lots of possibilities. But we have to bring in all the plumbing, finish the floor, you know, do electrical, all the drywall and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens. Haven't decided yet what I want to do, but for right now, super happy we got the upstairs rented. That was the biggest concern of mine venturing into the commercial world is how hard it would be to rent the space, because that was the first commercial unit I've ever leased before. I have since rented another one from a commercial place I bought in 2017, but this is the first one before that. And definitely, renting something that size and office space, it was interesting for sure, but it was actually a really easy process, very simple to do. I created my own lease online, yeah, I'm just really excited we got that done. Another one of my rental properties, I forget which number it is. This is rental property number 18, rental property number 20, I believe, or no, I believe it's 19. That one I bought for $1,000, somewhere around there. We ended up renting that one for $1,500 a month for 5 years, so it was great to see that one rented as well. And yeah, it's been a good venture into the commercial world, having never done it before. All right, so that's the property. Again, you can check out investformore.com. I've got articles on just about all my commercial properties I bought last year, all my residential rentals, my flips, all that stuff going on. Make sure you check that out. Check out my weekly podcast. If you have any comments or any questions, leave them below. I respond to everything personally and help out as much as I can. Thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a great 2018.